why I prefer going for a coffee date than alcohol. So I want to get you guys and girls' opinion on this. You might disagree with me, that's totally fine. Let me know in the box below. And I'm going to share some dating and relationship advice throughout this video as well, which just gives me something to talk about. If you're new to my YouTube channel, I'm a confidence coach for men, and my name is Jonathan. And it's also great as well that a lot of women get a lot of help from my videos, so I'm not excluding women from the channel. It's just that as a paid profession, my clients are men, so I guess the guys pay me and the women get the stuff for free. That's just how it's worked for me. In the future it might change. I've mentored a couple of women and it was pretty successful online, but I just think that's kind of what I feel that God's gifted me to do to help men. So I don't at the same time want to exclude women from the channel, because I know my videos help a lot of women with their mental health challenges, anxiety, depression, social anxiety, confidence, etc. So hopefully that explained it and you didn't get confused. So I coach guys in all different areas where fear and anxiety shows up, and social anxiety, how to start a business, pretty much most fears, how to do public speaking, how to ask someone out, how to travel, how to train, how to get in shape, how to be motivated. So many of those things, and my channel explains it. So reason why I'm going to come back to this, because values are important, and I've realised that growing up and living a better life. So I'm not judging anyone who drinks alcohol, by the way, because I've drunk alcohol loads of times in my life. It's just something that I don't really enjoy doing. And when people ask me, do you drink? It's a bit of a yes/no answer, because not very rarely. So I wouldn't be being honest if I said no, because there are times where I do have a drink, and if it's the right time I can enjoy a few drinks. But I have to be very careful of it, obviously, because I'm quite vulnerable to mental health, having the mental health challenges myself. Anyway, so when I was growing up, when I was young, alcohol and dating and talking to women just went hand in hand. It was almost unthinkable in my generation to go out and be sober. We just didn't have the confidence, and that's just not what young people did back then, men and women. You went to a nightclub, the first thing you did was buy a drink with your friends and try and buy a girl a drink and see if she wanted a drink, wanted to dance with you. But as I got older, I realised how that didn't feel right for me no more, and there wasn't much confidence in that. And I didn't find that to be, I know this is a bit deep, this is me, I didn't find that very truthful and very honest, that I had to have alcohol to get Dutch courage and be confident. I thought that doesn't sound that confident to me. So having gone through, going out on dates and spending a lot of money and feeling like I didn't really enjoy that, and I'm not really becoming confident. I'm not getting past my social issues, because the alcohol is a crutch. If I have a few drinks, I can be funny, but without alcohol, I'm nervous and quiet. It's not solving the problem. So for me, it does relate back to more of what I teach people, my clients, how to get over social anxiety without the use of drugs and alcohol, anything outside of yourself in that regard. So it kind of dawned on me, because I only started drinking coffee quite late in my 30s when I was working with my mentor and I first tried it. I was like, why don't I, when I became more confident, I had the confidence to not need alcohol to go on a date with a woman. And then to actually use my personality, because a lot of the belief that people have, and I've had it from clients, and I know it's universal, is, well, I'm just not interesting enough. Without alcohol in me, I've got no stories to tell, or I'm not attractive, or I'm not good enough, or the person's not going to want to go out with me, they're not going to love me, they're not going to like me, which is a limiting belief. And I overcame that. So for me, I like the coffee because I love coffee. I like coffee shops. I like the simplicity of, you can go to a park, I can go to a fancy hotel, I can go to Starbucks. There's so much choice, and I just enjoy a coffee. I just like the whole energy of having a coffee on a date. I find I can get to know a woman better that way, when she's not under the influence of alcohol and I'm not, and it's more genuine. And then when the person likes you, for me it feels like they really like you for who you are, and it's not the alcohol speaking. So my whole experience, maybe it is a point of the age I'm at, being the late stage of my 30s, approaching 40, experience, what I like, what I don't like, values, etc. So by all means, guys, I'm trying to say that you don't have to have alcohol going on a date. it's whatever suits you. As I said, it's your choice. You guys are adults. I think you grow more as a person. Now listen, some people might not drink coffee. That's fine. Again, there's always a solution. You can have a mint tea. You can have a juice. You can have water. You don't have to rely on, alcohol or even a coffee. I go on a date and just have a glass of water and still be confident and get the success and build the connection. So the whole sort of building more confidence, really getting to know someone, and personally, it's my values. If I'm going to date someone and I want to date someone who doesn't drink too much, or even better if they don't drink at all, as I'm not really a drinker. And it just goes with living a better life and just feeling healthier and living cleaner. So they're all my reasons, but everyone's values are different. You might disagree, and that's fine. It's your life. So let me know in the box below how you feel, guys and girls, and where you're at. Because again, I think it comes down to choice, preference. But yeah, I think a lot of young people are pressured into thinking that they've got to spend a lot of money, drink a lot of alcohol, and then go from there. But it's not always a solution. Doesn't always build a long-lasting relationship, and it doesn't overcome your inhibitions and your anxiety, because you're relying on the drug, the alcohol, to give you false confidence, and eventually that wears off. What you're going to do, you're going to be back to square one. So the confidence that I gained was second to none. And when I work with my clients, obviously if I'm coaching clients, I'm not going to be drinking alcohol. It just the integrity wouldn't be right. So yeah, as I said, if I'm in a relationship with someone and then we go out and have some drinks, there's times I can really enjoy that. That can be nice. Or with friends, again, it depends on how I'm feeling, where I'm at. But generally, I just prefer going out for a coffee anyway. I prefer more, starting in the daytime, and then if you want to go to the evening, I just prefer it personally. It's a personal choice that took me a long time. And again, I think you have to have a lot of courage to live by your values and not the peer pressure of society, where most people gravitate toward drinks. It's an easy dating option, bars, but it enabled me, when I started going on coffee dates instead of alcohol dates, it started to make me be more creative with my dating choices. And I had to go more within myself and use my personality and who I am, not what I've got, and even not to rely on the environment, if that makes sense. Really getting down to the bare, simple essentials of what it means to be confident and have a successful date, which is having a connection with someone. It comes down to me, to honesty, respect, enjoying it, being yourself, being a gentleman, and having the courage to not let those intrusive insecurities, the pressure that I have to do this, I have to be this, I have to drink this, we have to go to this place. You don't have to do all those things. If someone really likes you for who you are, they're going to like you and want to go out with you. And for me, if someone wants to only go out with me because of alcohol, then I wouldn't go out with someone like that. It's not the right person. We're not on the right wavelength. So that's how I feel about it. A lot of my clients feel the same. Some people disagree, and that's fair enough. You've got a right to disagree with me. So let me know in the box below. And I think the takeaway that I want to share today, the confidence coaching in this video, is learning to rely on yourself and not need alcohol or stimulants or drugs for false confidence, which is not going to last. It isn't real. That's the real takeaway with the confidence coaching today, which is to not need these things. And as I said, if I felt like I had to have a coffee to go on a date, which I don't, then I'll knock it on the head and I'll have a glass of water, even if I have a protein shake or a herbal tea or a green tea or a tea, or even nothing, because I can rely on the confidence and experience and believing in yourself and valuing yourself and your personality. So that's the coaching, all right? Speak to you guys and girls soon, fearless.